what is it that sticks out in your memory as a kid? What was the event that you looked forward to the most?
I mean, I look forward to the parade the most. Like, it's nice to see all the bands travel from all over the state.
Good morning, Green Country. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. This is Mornings with Missy. I'm Missy, and I'm here today with my very special and very first guest on the show, Christina A.G. Christina, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to have you here. You know, we've got a great show lined up for everybody today, but as we get started, I want you to just tell us what you want us to know about Christina.
So I'm originally from Henryettan. Between my husband and I, we have 4 kids, 2 of which are still in the home and are boys.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had boys. We visited on I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm going to just interrupt you because that's just how I am. Ask my husband.
And then we are also part owner in Three Bears Sales and Rental here in Henryettan.
Okay. So now you work from your home. We visited on the phone, and Larry from the Henryettan online newspaper, he's the one that introduced us to one another. Mm-hmm. You had a great little trek from the time that you left Henryettan to the full circle back. Tell me, about that time. What did you do prior to moving back to Henryettan?
Okay, so in 2014, Kevin and I married, and we moved to downtown Oklahoma City. During that time, I worked for a company, and they put me back in classes, and I was certified in doing third-party audits, food safety for like larger manufacturing companies, kind of like the Schwab's meats that you're doing the hot dog eating contest for. Like, we helped them with their third-party audits, and we worked as a liaison between the companies and USDA, FDA, depending on what their products were. And then we eventually opened a business here in Henryettan.
Okay, and that business is Three Bears.
Yes, Three Bears Sales and Rental.
Sales and Rental. So I'm curious, how did you come up with the name Three Bears? Because there's a lot that goes into naming a business. I know for us there was some thought there. So
yes.
How did that come about?
So Kevin and his brothers they had the vision for the business, mm-hmm. and they are Muskogee Creek citizens, and they were part of the Bear Clan. And so it's like 3 boys, which where the 3 comes in, and Bears is part of the Bear Clan.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, I love that.
Thanks. Definitely their idea. And as of right now, I do a lot of the online marketing, like on social media mm-hmm. and everything, and then online sales as well, all the way from whether it be Facebook or websites or anything in between.
So is this a role that you were just thrust into as a result of a need, or is it?
Definitely just volunteering. People were posting on Facebook, but not as frequently mm-hmm. as you should be, and I wanted to see that grow. Mm-hmm. And so I just kind of took it up on myself of like, hey, we have a lot of things in here that people aren't familiar with or know that we have, so I'm just going to start posting it on there, and that way everybody could see what we have.
Right. So I know that working with your spouse mm-hmm. and working from home mm-hmm. Can be both challenging and rewarding. So if I were to peek in your window, I know that's a little bit creepy, but if I were to, if you were to let us peer into your workday, what does that look like, working at home and juggling the boys and your husband and all of those things?
So Kevin also works from home. So there's days where he thinks that we are just too wild at the house, and he's like, I'm just going to go down to the shop, and that's where have to work for the rest of the day. But then there's other times like where it all works out, because then I could also like hit them up on questions I have about some of the things that I want to do. But for the most part, I spend most of my days taking care of the boys, and then whenever they nap is whenever I could get on the computer and work on stuff.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays, I'm able to come into the shop, you know, work on things there at the shop and everything while my mom takes care of the boys. And I feel like that's when I get the most stuff done, just because it is a lot of work to try and get things done when the boys, they're very active and want me to play with them and get into all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you, being a stay-at-home mom and a working mom is honestly the most important job that you can have as a young mom. So a segment that we do on this show every week is the cup of the week. So you brought your cup.
Yes.
So why don't we take a moment and you share with us what makes that cup so special to you?
All right. So I brought this one. It says, "Really, I'm fine," and it's a cow upside down. It belonged to Kevin's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
And he collected mugs, and then Kevin was lucky enough to get it. And I just kind of feel like sometimes it describes me, of course, or even both of us. It's like, like things may be upside down, or there may be a dumpster fire in the back, but you know, everything's going to be fine.
Right.
And it kind of also makes me laugh a little bit. Like first start of the morning, here I pour my coffee, and then I'm like, oh yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's so true. And then as you tip it over, it's actually fine. I mean, because now he's not upside down.
Yeah, and by the time I'm finished with it, he's right side up.
Yeah, that's so special that it was his grandfather's?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Like I've said before, you're going to have opportunities to share your cups. So be watching for those in future episodes. We'll let you know how you can be a part of this as well. So as we move along, though, tell me about the business and specifically Three Bears, because I know that one of the brothers has another business that's Native Firearms. So that's going to be a whole nother segment of its own at some point in the future. We'll dive into that more so. But tell me about the business that you and Kevin have, the Three Bears. So exactly what do you guys do? What are the services that you offer?
So at Three Bears Sales and Rental, we have trailers, portable buildings, metal buildings, equipment rental. I feel like it's kind of like all kinds of things. And then Philip owns Native Arms in addition to be an owner of Three Bears as well. And he has the shooting range. He has all the guns, from handguns to rifles, ARs, whatever you could think of. He has it. And then if there's something he doesn't have, he could order it. And then all the ammo and things to add on to it.
Mm-hmm. And I know that in your brother-in-law's business, they also sell some turquoise. I've seen.
Oh yeah, so they do have jewelry. They have knives, jewelry. And my sister-in-law, she actually makes a lot of the necklaces that you see in there.
Oh wow!
And she is a Muskogee.
She's very talented.
Yeah, she's a Muskogee Creek citizen, and her necklaces are beautiful. I wish I would have brought someone here to show.
And I'm so sorry because I thought of it, late, and I knew you probably weren't going to have time to run by there and get it. So. Yeah, that's and I'm sure that the guys are probably going to flash some of those pictures of her beautiful jewelry up on the screen behind us or in front of us.
Yeah.
So everybody will get a chance to see that. So you were gone from Henryetta for quite a while.
Yeah, we were gone for 11 years.
Yeah. Sweetheart. 11's not really that many. I've been here for 7, and it feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, it does fly by.
But at this time of your life, in the busiest, most hectic part of your life, raising those boys and everything, it probably does seem like a long time.
Yeah,
that is so true. And it also helps, having a family business. You're really. We have an extra visitor in the studio this morning. Can you see this fly? He's just like all around.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I noticed he's like circling you.
He is. Well, that breaks the ice up a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. Lightens the mood because
Right.
we know we're both sweating just a little bit here as we're shooting this first. Oh,
It's
look,
in your
he's
face.
right there. Okay, shoe fly, don't bother me. Come on.
Do you want to retake that?
No. No, I think this is great.
Okay.
So one of the things that you shared with me was specifically related to the Labor Day events. You were involved with Labor Day, and I think that you had some great fond memories of that whole weekend when you were a girl. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to kill the fly. So, Christina, as we've sat here and we've gotten to know each other and a little more comfortable, we're both probably a little less nervous.
Yeah.
I know I'm sweating a little less right now than I was at the beginning of the show. What are some other things that you want us to know about just Christina and your daily life and the things that get you going?
So, it's like, I gotta think about it.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Come
Yeah.
on.
So, I mean, I kind of like to be challenged, and this is also where it's come into like me helping out at Three Bears and doing what I can. It's kind of forced me to learn new things, and you know, I don't know everything there is to know about, you know, trailers, but I've forced myself to learn so then I could be a part of that, be a part of the conversation, and it's nice to, you know, learn new things and put myself out there.
So let me ask you, can you back a trailer?
Actually, I've not even tried.
Okay,
Like-
I sincerely think that this could be something fun.
Be a contest.
Well, before we have a contest, I would actually need to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
My dad would be so disappointed because I'm a farm girl,
Right.
you know, raised small town like
Yeah.
Henryettan, much smaller actually. That's just, you got to know how to change a tire.
I could do that.
I can do that, but backing a trailer, that is something that I wish that I knew how to do well. I could manage it, but
I think
so
I could figure it out. I could
that
probably-
might, that's something that you might just put in Kevin's ear. Kevin, if you're listening,
I'm sure
and I'm
he
sure
would
you
love-
are, we need to have a little session.
On backing a trailer.
Private, yeah, on
Out
a
of the
back road
house.
somewhere in a wide open space.
Right.
You need to teach these two girls right here how to back a trailer.
Right?
So,
I mean, I could tell you how many pounds each trailer could hold, but yeah, backing a trailer, I have not even attempted to try.
yeah. So you know all the technical things. You guys rent quite a lot of equipment.
Yes.
What all things can we find out there for you?
So there are skid steers, excavators, scissor lifts. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Like the list is pretty long, but yeah.
And I would imagine that you're adding to that. I mean,
Yeah,
because
we are
when you
looking-
started, when you all started your business,
Mm-hmm.
tell me if I'm wrong. I know you will. You were doing primarily just little buildings.
No, actually, it was the equipment rental.
It was
but
equipment rental.
There, yeah, and I mean, as the years have gone, like, yeah, we've grown, learned what people are looking for. I mean, there's even been things that we've discontinued doing, and then eventually, yeah, we were approached with the portable building and then the metal buildings.
Okay.
And yeah, and I feel like it has been great for us and for the company that we're working with as well.
And you know, as business owners, that's what you have to do. You
Yeah.
have to learn how to pivot and shift.
Yes.
To find what works, what doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a business as unique as your business is.
Yeah.
It's changed as the needs have changed.
Yeah, well, and it's like not everyone around here wants to buy a trailer or portable building or whatever, and so, you know, you just kind of have to learn what everybody needs, try and provide that to people, and, you know, kind of grow from there.
And the marketing, you know, that you do is so incredibly important. How far out do you have customers come for? Is it just primarily this county or?
People travel from out of state, you know, even just passing through Oklahoma, they will see from the highway, you know, like a trailer or something, and just stop in and buy it. And then there's people that do orders online, and we ship things to them. I mean, not shipping a building to them, but, some of the smaller stuff that we have there in the store. And so, our name is out there pretty, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure it is. That's pretty exciting. So, Christina, tell me about your vision and all, not just for your business, but for Henrietta, and why you wanted to be a part of some of the things that are going on here in the community.
So, my vision for Henrietta is to see it grow. Not just for our business. I would just like to see Henrietta grow and have more businesses, less vacant homes. We have a lot to offer here. From great people to already great businesses, and we have beautiful parks.
We do have some beautiful parks.
Yes. And as my kids get older, I would want them to, want to stick around here and see, things go great for them, and them not just wanting to visit because family lives here. I want them to, be here, be a part of the community. And I want people to come here, as the destination, not just a pit stop on the way.
That's so true.
And part of that is also why I joined the Henrietta Labor Day Committee. Not that I have all this time to, volunteer for things or anything like that, but I just wanted to volunteer when I could. It helped out that, their meetings were in the evening. And, Labor Day only comes once a year.
Right.
So whenever I was younger, I enjoyed going to the parade. As a teenager, I volunteered under Miss Ruby for all the Labor Day activities she had going on. She was very passionate about Labor Day and the activities and bringing everyone together. And now that I've moved back to Henrietta, it's just been nice that I could be a part of that as well. They only had 3 committee members at the start of this year, and I asked Shannon, I'm like, that's a lot of work for 3 people, what do I got to do to be involved and help out with this? And
she said, come on.
Yeah, she's like, there's not really any real qualifications you have to have, just like want to help out.
Yeah, you fog a mirror, you're qualified.
Yeah, basically. So it was nice to, start coming to the meetings, and I didn't realize how much they do. It's like, it's a lot of work. And,
it certainly is.
And so it's like, if anyone else wants to join and be part of the meetings, you are more than welcome to, look at, search our Facebook page, the Henrietta Labor Day Celebration. I do not hold any major position there. It's all Shannon and Linda. Mm-hmm. They basically are the face of it all and make things go great. So it has been really nice to be a part of that all, and just to kind of help volunteer. And even if someone doesn't have a lot of time to come to meetings or anything like that, they can volunteer day of. I know it's hard to get off work, especially whenever you travel for work. It's just a great time for you and your family to be part of this committee, or just part of the community.
So how early do you start planning?
Oh, we plan all year, and then even after Labor Day is over, we have an after Labor Day meeting. Yeah. And, next year it would be nice to kind of as if we could plan any further in advance, but just to kind of make sure that everyone, if there's anything that we needed to change, and, that way we could start working on it. I do know that we have some plans for more activities next year. Didn't have enough time to plan it all this year.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. You mentioned getting people to come to Henrietta and be a part of it, and it's so important because we're right here at Highway 75 and I-40, the crossroads, as my husband always says, the crossroads of the universe, the center of green country, and we really are. We're your destination to anywhere.
Yes.
And it's a great little spot to just stop. But the challenge with any small town across the country, we're not unique, but the challenge and what we really have to try to find is, what is it that's going to attract people to come off of the interstate, off of the highway, and actually spend some time here in our community to see what it is that we have to offer. And it's businesses like Three Bears, like Native Arms, like all of the other things that are here in town. And there's so many others that are, popping up. But it's promoting those and helping the passerbys, learn about them so that they stop in and spend some time and spend some money, because growth comes through dollars.
Right.
And that's the challenge. And this Labor Day event, especially with its longevity and the rich history of the event itself, and all of the new things that are being added to it every year, it's just one of the other things that will draw people to our community, and hopefully they'll stay for a while and learn to love it.
I'm just thrilled that you're doing your hot dog eating contest. I feel like that is one of the things that put us on the map. You've talked before about wanting it to become a national thing, and I think that very possibly could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said regional. I don't think I said national.
I think it could be national.
I mean, we could give Nathan's a run for their money.
Yeah.
We've got Schwab.
Yes.
In our backyard and in our back pocket here, helping us out, promoting it as well. So you never know. I mean, great things start small.
Yes.
It starts as an idea around the kitchen table.
Right.
And so that's what it's going to take from all of us, collaborating and brainstorming and spending our time and investing some dollars sometimes to be able to promote those things. So I just love it. I'm so happy that I've been able to be introduced to you. I think that I really truly believe that we're going to be friends.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool to meet people that would ordinarily not have been in your circle.
Yes. I agree. Yeah, because it's not like I leave my home or Three Bears. Beyond that, it's like I probably might not have met you.
It absolutely we wouldn't have. Because I work every Saturday. Mm-hmm. You are in the shop every Saturday.
Yes.
So I probably wouldn't have been able to meet you.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, and it's worth repeating, but I know it's true for you too. You just said it. When you work as many hours as we do, and we're grateful to be able to do that. Your downtime does become your quiet time.
Yes.
And so opportunities to get out and about and intermingle with people is sometimes limited of our own doing, our own choosing.
Yeah.
Because somewhere you've got to have some margins, and you've got to find that time to rest and recover and refill your own cup.
Right.
So that's honestly, I mean, that is probably one of the things about this program that is so exciting to me, is that I'm already just in these few weeks since we started promoting it, I have had people reaching out to me, from out of state even, who know folks right here in Green Country that need to be a part of this program. So I am just so thrilled and I'm so appreciative. And we're going to have a time. We're going to have to find time outside of all of this to meet and to just get to know each other even more so. And this is a very special year because Henryetta is celebrating our 125th anniversary. Mm-hmm. So happy birthday, Henryetta.
Yeah.
All right, Christina. So I know you got a little cheat sheet to read from in case we forget, because there's so many things happening.
Yes.
Now, of course, we had this past weekend, we had the pageant.
Yes.
Tons of funds. Now, tell me what's coming up, though.
So the carnival will be here on the 28th, and they'll have wristbands every night for $30, and the gates open at 6 o'clock. So everyone should bring their kids and come check out the rides and the food and everything there is to offer.
So let's talk about all of the events that are coming up, because there are a ton of them, and at the risk of leaving something out, we'll put the schedule up for everybody to see. But let's
Yes.
talk about some of those things that are happening on Saturday. What do we have on Saturday?
So I know on Saturday, First Family Federal Credit Union, they host a car and bike show every year.
And it's huge.
Yeah, it is huge.
It's
and
huge.
and it has grown. I was there for the very first one, believe it or not, and it has just grown over the years. You know,
And those girls down at the credit union, and they put so much time and effort into that, and they do so many fun things. I can't wait to see what Ashley Morris does to her hair this year.
Yeah.
So, don't disappoint, Ashley. We're expecting it.
Yeah.
Last year she had, I don't know, one year she had the mohawk braids with the flames. It was so fun. Okay.
So, and then I know they also have a pinup contest and a beard and mustache competition, which that seems to be growing a lot as well.
It is, yeah.
And then the Jim Shoulders Living Legends Rodeo also starts on Saturday as well.
Mm-hmm. So many things.
There are a lot.
There's gospel concerts and
That's for pets.
That's for pets, yeah. So we'll be out there judging that little competition that's taking place during the car show. And then on Sunday, we roll into even more events. I know that Lester has his Love Wins horseshoe tournament for his nonprofit. And what are some of those other things that are taking place? The Jared Bean cornhole competition is huge.
Yes.
I mean, I've got to tell you, I was blown away the first year that I went into that gym and saw how many people come out for that.
Yes.
It is phenomenal. And the money that they raise is just extraordinary. So, and what a great tribute. And then, of course, on Monday,
is the parade.
big stuff going on there.
Yeah, it kicks off with the parade, and then immediately after the parade, the games start. Your hot dog eating contest.
Oh yeah. There's so many things happening. It's just going to be so much fun. A big fun-filled weekend. After the parade, all of the kids' games are taking place down at the gazebo park.
Yes.
And then
they'll have live bands.
Yes, a live band, and I'm going to just take a second to talk about the hot dog contest because it's near and dear to me, and it's so odd because I say odd. It's just I'm a Pollyanna. I like to look at everything through rose-colored glasses, but I thought it was so cool when you and I were meeting each other for the first time, and we were talking about the hot dog eating contest. And you used to work for Schwab, and I know you mentioned that earlier.
So I didn't work for them. I worked for a consultant that
did audit.
Yes, it helped them. Like we did an internal audit, and then we would help them prepare for their audit, like whether it be through like the USDA coming to audit them or their third-party audit.
Yeah, and you know that family well.
Yes,
and it's all Oklahoma. It's an Oklahoma company.
Yes,
could be its own segment here on the Mornings with Missy show.
Yeah,
and they're contributing to the hot dog contest, and we've got contestants coming from out of state.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and we're going to give away $500 cash prize to the person who eats the most hot dogs in 10 minutes, and $100 prize money to the most spirited. So, might not be the biggest eater, but there's still a chance to win some cash.
I heard a rumor that the mayor participates in this.
Oh yes, yeah. The mayor, he was a good contestant last year.
Good. So he's going to do it again this year.
Oh yeah, he is. Yes, absolutely. We've got a spot of honor reserved for you, Michael Dickey. Albert Bravo was our big winner. What a great name for a winner, Bravo. So anyway, lots of great things. So full circle for you. You had great memories of Labor Day as a child, and now you're back and being a part of it again, and looking for volunteers. So that's pretty exciting. So as we come to the end of our show, is there anything that we've left out, or that you maybe want us to know? I'm just curious. What's in your cup?
I have black
coffee.
Sorry,
okay.
No sugar or cream for me.
Okay, black coffee. I am not a black coffee girl. I'm working up to that.
Yeah.
I'm still the foo-foo. And occasionally I might trade the mug the big handle for a long stem, and something a little different colored. But anyway, Christina, I am so thankful that you showed up here this morning to visit with us and help us to get to know you. We want to thank everybody in Green Country that's tuned in. This was fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
We had Christina and that special little guest with the wings that interrupted us earlier, but that was a fun little thing. So thank you all. We hope you'll tune in next week, Tuesday at 10 a.m. right here, coming to you from the studio of the Henryettan online newspaper. I'm Missy with Christina Agee, and we're signing off. Cheers.
Cheers.
Breakfast toast.